Hello, and welcome back to our Elden Ring Let's Play. Last we left off, we did the Castle Norn little mini quest thing. Delivered the letter to the commander there, whose daughter then shortly thereafter beefed it. And today, I would like to begin exploring this western half of this peninsula. There's a couple things I want to do, a couple things I want to grab. There's I believe a mine here I want to explore. Excuse me. And then after all that's done, there is a dragon fight here, depending on how long all this takes us. It'll probably be more time than will let us get to this, but if not, then we'll get to that. So I'm gonna fast travel to this spot, and then we're just gonna head west from there. So. Actually, something else that just struck me I forgot about. There is a place up here on top of this hill that we can go to. Excuse me. I think there's a spell I can pick up there too, if I remember right. So we're going to go check that out real quick. These rats, you can see their eyes are glowing orange. They are afflicted by the frenzied flame, which is like it's a whole thing, but it's this, I don't really know how to describe it, this force of nature, I guess. It's like it's just a thing that exists in this world, the frenzied flame, which drives people insane. It inflicts madness. If you're affected by it. If those rats hit me, they would inflict madness. When madness builds up to a certain point, you take a big chunk of damage. It's kind of like bleed or frostbite in this game. Excuse me. Let's see, we're on this way. Be able to wind up so I can actually hit multiple targets here. Our damage is not quite enough to one-shot them, which is unfortunate. Makes them a big drain on resources. Let's just... oh shit. Let's just use our sword for now. Save up on magic. Nothing here is so threatening that we need to like keep our distance and just use magic on them, so at least till we get a little further up ahead. I know there are some soldiers, but for the most part... oh yeah, see that spell right there? That is one we can actually get. I believe it's called the Flame of Frenzy. It's actually pretty cool because it does inflict madness on enemies that are susceptible to it. But it also hits kind of a small area of effect. It's kind of the first early game spell we can get that has an AoE. So we're going to grab that while we're here. I believe this is where we get it. clear out all these fucking rats. Then there's a big fucking rat. And I missed. Wonderful. Excuse me. Big dead rat. There we go, the Flame of Frenzy. So that is a spell that we can and will use. It's useful in the early game against like human NPC invaders. And Sacred Tear, perfect. Because they like to dodge roll away from your spells a lot, and so if you use the Flame of Frenzy, they'll try to roll away, but they end up staying within the AoE, and then you just kind of hit them anyway, which is very useful. Let's just clear this place out. No, you don't. Flame Crest Wooden Shield, not actually useful. Excuse me. The only shields I really like using in this game are the ones that give you like 100% physical damage negation. Like I don't want to get chip damaged when I'm blocking. So if they don't give me 100% physical negation, I don't use them. And that shield does not. Is that a Site of Grace? I think it is. Let's go grab that. Right. Increase the amount our flasks replenish. And let's go ahead and... Oh, we can't use the... Yeah, we need to put faith up to 16. I think we're at 14 right now. So we will need to put 2 levels into faith to be able to use that. Which we'd have to do eventually, so it's not a big deal. I believe there's a little bit more left to do up here, I think. No, we did the church. Is it just woods here? Might just be woods here. I think we might be done here. Let me just check up this hill. Yep, that's the church. Okay, cool. Alright. So we're gonna go back down to, that might have been too far. Oh, no fall damage, thankfully. I've noticed, especially when you're on like horseback, fall damage, there's like 3 stages of fall damage. There's like a pretty large window of, fuck, stuck. There's a pretty large window of you just don't take any fall damage. Then there's a very small sliver of like, you take a little bit of fall damage, but it's not a big deal. Or else it's just death. Like, excuse me. I haven't really noticed like much of a range on it. It's like, you either don't take anything at all or you die, and if you're super lucky you fall just enough that you kind of take a little bit of chip damage, but it probably should have killed you, but it didn't for whatever reason. And it feels inconsistent. I'm sure it's not, but it never feels like you can properly judge how far you have to fall, so. Alright, so we're gonna go over yonder. There's a bridge. Oh, nope. Wrong way. There's a bridge coming up, and that's where we want to go. Yep, there it is. Got this guy here. See what we can do about getting rid of him before it's too much of a problem. Hey. go ahead and grab another sacred tear. And I believe that there's one more church in this area to grab another sacred tear at, a little further west. Because we don't have much health or magic currently, these aren't really doing much because pretty much now a flask will restore our whole bar from basically nothing. We're at +3 now. And an additional sacred tear won't do any more than that, but it does matter for later, so we may as well grab them now while we can. As we get larger health bars and magic bars, the amount we can replenish with them becomes important, so. Excuse me. Now there's an overworld boss over by this minor Erd tree, and we're gonna go fight it. I think we should be able to do okay. I mean, we're pretty fragile still, but ooh, grab this glowy skull. We're pretty fragile currently, but as far as I know, fire does pretty good damage to it, and we can kind of just keep it at a range and avoid most of its attacks. And then there's a dungeon nearby that we can go to as well. Might fuck it up the first time, but fire. Yeah, it's pretty good damage. As long as I don't get stuck on these pots. The Erd Tree Avatar can break the pots, but I have to kind of wait for her to do that. So for the time being, we're just gonna kind of pelt it and run. Shit, it's stuck. Ooh. That was actually very lucky for us. It just hit the horse and not me. Alright, so now she's going to do this ground attack to make a thing appear, and these little light spots are going to follow us, but we just wait for them to run out. If they catch you, they'll at least at the health we're at now, they will stagger lock us to death. Because one will hit us, we'll stagger, and then the next one will hit us and we'll stagger, and we'll just never be able to break it, and they'll fucking kill us. Just another one of those beautiful attacks that, you know, is not supposed to be a one-hit kill, but is essentially a fucking one-hit kill unless you can just survive the entire onslaught. Which is dog shit, but what are you gonna do? But we're almost there. One more should do it. Hey, easy boss. And not bad payout on the souls either. And then we get some bubble tears. We can use those in our flask of wondrous physic. Excuse me. So more ingredients for us to use. I don't really need to gather any materials here. I generally just kind of tend to pick them up as I go, just because I can sell them later if nothing else. But most of them are only worth like 10 runes a piece, so they're not really anything worth going out of your way for. But like, I'm here, so fuck it. Alright, so we do have a dungeon to go crawl through. It's a pretty short one. It's one of the mausoleums. It's just over here underneath the cliff that we just came up. Shouldn't be too long, I don't think. But worth doing for the souls, if nothing else. It's just over here. Catacombs. Tombsword Catacombs. Excuse me. Go ahead and spend these souls real quick. I do want to put stuff into mind. Let me see if I have. Next level is 3,122. I don't think I've got enough runes on me for that. Nah. 1,02628. Nah. Okay. So we're gonna do this dungeon. I generally tend to use my sword in a lot of these because of the imps. I like to kind of block and then riposte. or guard counter, whatever the game calls it, because spells have a lot of wind up. I think this one's full of skeletons. Shit. Because guard counters have a lot, or because spells have a lot of wind up. Ouch. And those guys attack too fast to make it really worth it. We're gonna reset aggro real quick. Alright, if this one is just all skeletons, which I think it is, we're basically gonna just sprint through this place. Because if you kill the skeletons, they just reassemble shortly thereafter. So there's no point in really standing the fight. Ouch. They'll just keep coming back. We will want to grab these flowers because we do want to upgrade ashes in the future. But yeah, we're just gonna run past everybody. Grab flowers and keep on running. Just gotta remember where the fuck I'm going. Ouch. Yeah, that got me. Yeah, as you can see, that flask basically replenished our health to full, which is good. It's what you want. So hit this, we jump on top of it. Ouch. That's how we get up here. This guy's being a real dick. Grab this. Drink this. And we just keep on moving. Any other flowers? Nope. Alright. Flower here. And we're going this way. And there's the lever to open up the boss door. Grab this flower. We'll run back to the campfire to reset our supplies, and then just go straight to the boss room. Much like trolls on the internet, the best course of action with these guys is to not engage at all. Let's see, grab these guys. The ash summons are great for drawing aggro, so we can cast spells safely. Don't remember who the boss is here. It might be one of those cat guards. It might be some other thing. I don't know. Do not remember. There's so many of these mini dungeons like throughout the game that they all kind of just blur together. Oh, great. Yeah, I remember this guy. Teleports around a lot and it's really fucking annoying. However, he does not have a lot of hit points. Ouch. Yeah, I deserve that. Cool. Easy does it. Ooh, Lutel the Headless is actually a pretty good Ash to have. He does a pretty good job tanking, and because he also kind of teleports around a lot, he avoids a lot of damage, making him useful even when he's not very well upgraded. Yeah, he's not a bad one to have. But yeah, that guy would have been a pain in the ass trying to do it without the wolves to kind of keep some of the aggro off me and give me chances to cast. So playing a conjurer does pay off in this game. And, you know, if you're playing like a spellcaster. If you're doing melee, you don't really need someone to be drawing aggro because you're always up front anyway. But yeah. So let's do another point into mind. Puts it at 90, 95 FP. I don't know what FP stands for. Maybe it's firepower or focus power because it's focus. I have no idea, but focus points maybe. But yeah. 15 is good for now. We're gonna go back to putting stuff into vigor from here on out. Probably at least till 25. Then mine to 20, and then this back up to 30. We want to kind of like prioritize vigor, but we do need to keep in mind our mind stat, so because that determines how much magic we have at any given point. Alright, so that's done. So we're gonna head north a bit till we can get here, go left, and then there is a church here, I think it is, or maybe it's this one. It's one of these two. And there's an Ever Jail here, which has another little boss fight we can do. Excuse me. So let's go do that. And like we don't need necessarily to do all of this stuff. We could go straight for like that, the first real boss. His name escapes me, Margit, I think, or something. the one we died to in order to get to the round table hold. We could just go back to him and fight him. I'm sure if I had gone back to that fight right after he killed me and just tried it again, we probably could have done it. Like it was doable. It's just a matter of like how difficult that's going to be and how much easier it can be by just kind of getting a little more hit points, getting some more levels under our belt. Having access to, magic was the whole reason why we wanted to go to round table hold. So, yeah, there's the church. We're gonna run up there, then we'll come back here for this Ever Jail. Assuming I have another stone sword key, which I don't know if I do. I do. Cool. Alright, so that opens that up. We can come back here and fight that guy in a second. But we're gonna run up here real quick. But yeah, just getting some levels underneath us before we do that, because then once we kill that guy, then we actually have to do the actual dungeon of that area, which is the Stormvale Castle. At the end of which is the real boss, which is a shard bearer. And for him, we're gonna want to be leveled appropriately for that encounter. So another sacred tear. Now with the Ever Jails, like the one we're gonna go do in a second, you can't summon ashes to fight, like to help you fight there. So we gotta just do it solo, which does make it a little trickier. Don't remember which fight this is, so I might die here a couple times until I finally nail it. Let's give it a crack. Excuse me. Oh, it's this fucking dude. He's another one who's really famous for fucking auto-dodging. Yeah. Which means I need to catch him in like an animation. Or apparently keep him real close. Nope. See what I mean though? It's just like, what's the point of having a ranged attack system if they can dodge it every time? Like, it would be fine if it was, he could do it once or twice, but then had to like stop dodging because he runs out of stamina or something. But they don't. They never run out of stamina. It's less ridiculous now because like my cast times are so long that of course he'd be able to dodge between these very obviously telegraphed moves. But once I have some points in dex and I'm able to like lob off spell after spell, and you just see them like skipping across the fucking ground, never really landing because they're just continually auto-dodging, you'll realize how fucking ridiculous it is. Charging up. Now he's gonna have ice damage. Ouch. Forgot he did that. I'm just gonna want to get good fucking distance away so I can heal up here. Ouch. Oh shit, I'm out of magic. Fuck me. That was a good opening to cast too. One away from death. And I'm out of magic. Great. Wow, that was incredibly stressful. Ran out of magic and magic restoring flasks on the last cast when he had no visible fucking health bar. Which is another thing about these games that sometimes drives me up the wall. It's not necessarily like a bad game design thing or anything. It's just annoying when you have like a boss enemy and you get them to no visible health bar, but they must be on like 1 or 2 hit points. So they're still alive, you just can't see it. And it looks like you've killed them, and sometimes that'll trip you up and you'll be like, oh, I hit them for the final hit, their health bar depleted, and you stop. Or you lose your focus for a second. And then it turns out, oh no, they're not actually fucking dead, and then they just hit you and kill you. Which is wonderful. Just love that. It's really fucking annoying. It can be really fucking infuriating. You basically have to assume that they're alive until their health bar disappears. But anyway, yeah, another one into Vigor. And I think we actually might be able to crack enough of these golden runes to get another level. Oh yeah, for sure. I wish you could do it from within this menu, so I didn't have to keep leaving the bonfire and like, you know, 22 into Vigor. We're looking a little healthier now. Our health bar is almost as big as our stamina bar, imagine that. Well, that is pretty much this area done. I mean, there's other things to do, but like... Oh no, wait, no, there is one more thing I want to do. I want to go check out this mine here. I'm pretty sure that's a mine. That means we need to go back over the bridge, but down here and underneath. Okay. Is the Alien Village outskirts or south of the lookout tower? I think this is the one that's on the cliff top. I think this is the one we want to go to. Some more demi-humans. Some poisonous flowers. But this is the one. Morn Tunnel. Excuse me. this time we actually have a weapon. Well, we have a spell, but we have a weapon that we can use to actually fight the guys who resist slashing and stabbing weapons. So that should make this a little more manageable. I really hate these demi-humans. These ones in particular, these fucking ugly-faced fucking chicken people. They're just annoying. They have really erratic attack patterns, and they're just... I don't like them. I just don't like them. But it looks like this is not a mine with like those rocky-looking miner dudes. This looks like it's an actual... Or it looks like it's full of these beast people, the demi-humans. So that's wonderful. Oh, there's a miner dude. Excellent. Good. More smithing stones. Let's see. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. What do we got here? Ah, shit. God, I really hate these things. That ugly ass fucking face. Ugh. I think that's the way forward, so we gotta explore all the side stuff. Oh, of course that one goes down in one hit and I waste a fucking fireball. Alright. Alright, no, that's down from where we were, well, that's where we were looking down at from before. So let's go check out this hallway. Excuse me. Alright. Is that? No. There's a dude back there. Just take care of this guy now. There's a dude in here. And of course this fucking furniture got in the way. Wonderful. Got this. Grab whatever that is. Ah, shit. Bad time to run out of space. Now later on there are guys like this, these miner dudes, they'll have backpacks like that. They'll explode when they die. Which is just fantastic. So you do kind of want to stay away from them. Somber smithing stone one. Somber smithing stones are used to upgrade special weapons. we don't have any special weapons currently, but there is a special weapon that I want for this build that scales only with faith, called the Code Sword. So we will be hoarding somber smithing stones for that weapon much later on. What are we at? 36 minutes? Yeah, we got time, at least to finish this place. Alright, so we did all this. Now we can go to that big open area from earlier and very carefully pick off the various beast people. Because I know there was like 2 of them hanging out over here. Yeah. The one with the wings is the real problem. Excellent. Ah, shit. Where'd it go? Powish. Grab smithing stone. Grab smithing stone. Let's see. We're also out of magic flasks and running low on magic, so we're gonna use the sword for the time being. All hail the time being. Except when we need to, like on this guy. That looks like the way forward. And that's the way we came in, so let's go check out this side cave here. Okay. Is this secret? Nope. There aren't a lot of secret hidden walls in the early game, I've noticed. But in the late game, there's a lot more of them, so you do end up having to like start checking walls by rolling into them. Excuse me. Alright. Now, is this gonna be... That's gonna be a boss fight. In that room right there. I do not really have the supplies to confidently fight that. I'm not even sure who the boss is in this place. Am I able to... Nope, I can't even fast travel back to the beginning. Alright, we're gonna run back to the beginning of the dungeon. We're gonna reset our supplies, equip our ash, the wolf's ash, and then we're going to kind of speed run through this place now that we've gathered all the smithing stones. Then we're gonna kind of sprint our way back through here and just go straight to the boss, kind of ignoring all the enemies. Actually, in fact, before we do that, we're gonna pop back to the round table hold real quick and use these smithing stones to upgrade our seal. Since we have the materials and the souls to do so, we may as well do it now before the boss, so. Now, is there a safe way to drop down from here? Not really. I mean, I don't think it'll kill me, I think it'll just deal fall damage. But I could be wrong, that could be lethal. Unfortunately, you can't fast travel from out of these places. So to go to the round table hold, we need to hit this elevator. Excuse me. And then go outside, and then fast travel, and then come back. So we can fast travel into this place from outside, but we can't fast travel from out of there, so.
took you for dead. No matter, it's all the same. Lay out your arms then.
Cool. So we got that. Sorry. So we got that up to +4. Incant scaling is now 116, so a little better than it was before. And we don't need smithing stone 1s for this anymore. We do need 2 more level 2 for the next level up. So we can use the rest of our smithing stone, or at least we can use another round of smithing stone 1s on our sword at least. Alright, that's better than nothing. So, actually, while we're here, I know I've been picking up stuff.
Already, no matter.
May as well sell all this shit that we've been carrying around. Cool. Is there... Excuse me. I was just trying to think if there was anything to buy from the Finger Maiden husks, but I do not believe so. So, now that we can afford anyway. I would like to pick up some armor pieces there eventually, but for now, to the Morn Tunnel. And like I said, we're just gonna kind of speed run our way back through here. Actually, let me set this up now, so I don't have to do this with people breathing down my neck. Actually, it's not upgraded yet. Let's use oh, I can't use Lutel yet. I don't have the mana required. Just goes to show how fucking weak my stats are right now. Alright, so we're just gonna book our fucking way through. And I forgot that this guy was gonna be here. We'll kill anybody we have to get through, so we just don't have people like breathing down our neck, but for the most part we can kind of just run past. As long as I know where I'm going, which I can't guarantee that I do, but hey. I believe it was around here. Now, left or right? I believe it was right. Could be wrong. Nope. Perfect. Get some iframes for opening the door while this guy absolutely tries to fucking ruin me. And roll through. It's just a heavy misbegotten dude. I don't know why my dogs are not attacking this guy. What the actual fuck? Anytime you motherfuckers want to jump in would be just peachy. Or we'll just get hit by that again. Not a particularly hard boss, but... Rusted anchor. Yeah, I don't know why they were not aggroing on the guy even after I attacked him. Sometimes with the ashes, they won't attack like the boss or the enemy until you attack first and like land a hit. But then once you do, they usually snap right to and aggro. So I'm not sure why they didn't, but well, weird shit aside, we got it done. So now I think we're pretty much done with the Weeping Peninsula for now. There's some stuff we might have to come back for later depending on what we do, but that's pretty much what I wanted to accomplish here. So when we return, because we're looking at, 45 minutes. So when we return in the next episode, I think what I'd like to do is I would like to fight the dragon here. Not terribly difficult if you know what you're doing. You could do it from like soul level 1 if you're patient. Sometimes I'm not patient. There's a chance he'll kill me once or twice before I kind of, get through to it, but it's not difficult as long as you just kind of avoid very obviously telegraphed attacks and don't get caught by any bullshit. Usually you can avoid the fire breath fine if you know how they wind up for it, but sometimes it'll catch you and then it'll fucking, it'll stagger lock you to death, so I might end up dying like that. But I think it's totally doable at our current level, and it would be a pretty decent boost to our runes, and then we can level up with that. So I'd like to start the next episode doing that. And then from there, I think we just go back and fight, what's his name that we died to before. And we kind of get the main quest on the road, start like actually doing Stormvale Castle and all that shit. So yeah, that'll be next episode. So I'm gonna fast travel to the Limgrave Tunnel since that's where we're gonna kind of need to be to start. Excuse me. Let's call down the elevator. So this will put us right back out in the lake. And while that's coming down, let's see if we have another level up here. We do. Cool. Do want to get a lantern still at some point. It's very nice. It just kind of like, it's this like little lantern that you clip on your belt and it like illuminates the area around you, and it's very useful. There's a lot of dark caves and stuff. Yeah, so next episode we'll go take on a dragon and then see how long that takes us, and maybe then just go right on to Stormvale Castle. So thank you I think it's called, wait, hold on one second. I think it's called Stormvale Castle. Stormhill? Maybe it's Stormhill? Have I been calling it the wrong thing? I don't know. It's Storm something Castle. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you're looking forward to us getting into some actual content next episode instead of just all this prep work. This is like, I think episode 4. We, we haven't really actually done much, so if you stuck through with it this long, I appreciate it. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you on the next episode.